Hello everyone. In our first unit, that is static force analysis, we have solved various problems related to static force analysis. So on demand, we'll be solving one numerical based on principle of virtual work. We have already discussed about what is principle of virtual work. That is, the work done during a virtual displacement from the equilibrium is equal to 0. So based on this concept, we'll solve one problem of a 4-bar mechanism. So directly we'll take the problem. So we have a 4-bar mechanism in which we have to determine the torque on the input link AB for static equilibrium of the mechanism using principle of virtual work. So let me make the figure clear. We have a 4-bar mechanism ABCD in which we have a link AD as link 1 of 1000 mm which is fixed. We have a link AB which is an input link of length 500 mm, and we have an external force F2 acting at a distance of 325 mm from A at point E, which is inclined at an angle of 73.5 degree. We have a link BC, that is link 3 of 660 mm, and we have a link CD of 560 mm, that is link 4, and we have three external forces F2, F3, F4 at point E, F and G respectively, situated on the link AB, BC and CD respectively, and we have to find the torque on the input link AB using principle of virtual work. The magnitude and direction of the external forces are given, that is F2 is 80 Newton on AB at angle 73.5 from horizontal, and it is at a distance of 325 mm. We have force F3 which is 144 Newton in magnitude on link BC, and it is inclined at an angle of 68.3 degree from horizontal. And we have the third external force F4 which is 16 Newton in magnitude. It is on link CD and it is inclined at an angle of 42 degree with horizontal, and it is at a point G which is 373 mm from point D. So we can make this schematic diagram and we can get the angles also, like the angle D, angle B, everything, and this AB is inclined at an angle of 60 degrees. So figure is clear. So using principle of virtual work, we know that T into omega plus Fv is equals to 0, that where T is the torque on the input link, omega is the angular velocity with which this link AB or the input link is rotating. Here we'll take omega as radian per second as the angular speed of link AB. We will assume this during our entire solution. So based on this principle of virtual work, for this particular problem, that is 4-bar mechanism, we will have T into omega plus F2 into velocity of point E in the direction of F2 plus F3 into velocity at point F, that is application of F3 in the direction of F3, and plus force F4 into velocity at point G in the direction of F4. So what we will do is, first we will draw the velocity diagram of the 4-bar mechanism, then using the ratio method we will find the velocity at point E, F and G, and then using force resolution we will find the velocity in the direction of the externally applied forces, that is velocity at E parallel to line of action of F2, velocity at F parallel to F3, and velocity at G parallel to F4. So using principle of virtual work, F2 into velocity at E plus F3 into velocity at F plus F4 into velocity of at G plus T omega equals to 0, where F dash EA, F dash FB, F dash GB are velocities at point E, F and G, which are parallel to the line of action of force F2, F3 and F4 respectively. So now let's start with measurement. We have got these angles also. That angle of link 4 with horizontal is 79.6 degree, and this angle of link 3 with horizontal is 10.3 degrees. So we have got all the measurements. So let's start with velocity diagram. First we will draw the velocity diagram for 4-bar mechanism, assuming that angular velocity of link AB is omega radian per second and it is in anti-clockwise, that is counterclockwise direction. We know that, before drawing the velocity diagram, let me make you clear once again, that velocity at point B with respect to A will be perpendicular to link AB. Yes, its magnitude is omega into the distance AB, which is 500 mm, that is 0.5 meter. So velocity at B with respect to A, or the absolute velocity at B, will be 0.5 omega in the direction perpendicular to AB. In the same way, velocity at C with respect to B will be perpendicular to link BC, and velocity at point C with respect to D will be perpendicular to link CD. Yes, it is represented, velocity of point C with respect to D is written as VCD, and velocity of point C with respect to B, which is perpendicular to this BC, can be written as VCB. So let's draw velocity diagram. Take a point A, D, that is all the fixed point. In a small case, we will represent the velocity diagram in small cases. So from point A, we will draw a vector AB, which represents velocity of B with respect to A. So velocity of B with respect to A, VBA or VB, is AB into omega, that is 0.5 omega, and it is perpendicular to link AB. Then from point B, we will draw a vector which is perpendicular to link 3, that is perpendicular to capital BC in the schematic diagram, but we don't know its magnitude. So we'll draw a line of action from point B of velocity of C with respect to B. In the same way, velocity of C with respect to D, which is shown by this blue line, is perpendicular to link CD. So from D we will draw a vector which is perpendicular to capital CD, which will meet this vector BC at point C. So this DC represents velocity of C with respect to D, and BC represents velocity of C with respect to B. So on measurement, we get VCB as 0.3246 omega and VCD as 0.3614 omega, and it is in meter per second, it is linear units. Now we have got the velocity of point B, C and D, and now to get the velocity of point E, F and G, which are the points situated on link AB, BC and CD, we will use the ratio method. Yes. Now the velocity at point E, F and G, we know that length and velocity of a point on a link are in same ratio. So for velocity of E with respect to A, we will take ratio of velocity of E with respect to A upon velocity of B with respect to A equals to distance of E from A, that is EA or AE upon AB. So on measurement and calculation, we will get velocity of E with respect to A as 0.325 omega. In the same way, for point F on link BC, this much is clear, that velocity of E with respect to A will be 0.325 omega and it will be along this AB. So we have taken a point small e on this AB whose magnitude is 0.325 omega and it is perpendicular to AE or AB, whatever, that is link AB. In the same way, for F and G, but this velocity at point E with respect to A, that is the velocity of point E, is perpendicular to AB, but we want in the direction of force F2, that is we want velocity of E with respect to A along line of action of F2. So but before that, we will first find the velocity of point F and G also. So we know that length and velocities of a point on a link are in same ratio, as I have just said. So velocity of point F, which is situated on this link BC, will be using ratio formula, velocity of F with respect to B upon velocity of C with respect to B is equals to distance FB upon CB. On calculation, velocity of F with respect to B will be along this BC line. We have marked a point small f and it is perpendicular to this link 3, that is BC. In the same way, velocity of point G with respect to D will be find using velocity of G with respect to D upon velocity of C with respect to D is equals to distance GD upon CD. So therefore velocity of G with respect to D is equals to 0.2407 omega and it is along CD. We have marked a point small g which represents velocity of point G with respect to D and it is in direction perpendicular to the link 4. Now to get these velocities, that is velocity at point E, F and G along the line of action of the forces, that is along F2, F3 and F4 respectively, we will resolve these forces. So let's take these links one by one. So this much is clear, that is we have calculated using graphical approach all the velocities VB, VCB, VCD, VEA, VFB, VGD and all are in terms of omega. Now to get velocity along direction of force, we have say link AB where velocity at point E with respect to A is perpendicular to AB, yes, but we want the velocity along F2 which is 73.5 degree from horizontal and this link AB is 60 degree from horizontal and the velocity of point E with respect to A is perpendicular to AB. So now along F2 I will draw, this is 73.5, that is line of action of F2. I have extended this line and this is 60 degree with horizontal. So this angle will be how much? 13.5. And also the angle from this red line, that is velocity of E, and the link is 90 degree. So this angle will be 90 minus 13.5. So velocity of E with respect to A in the direction of force F2 is represented by V dash EA. So V dash EA will be velocity of E with respect to A along F2. So V dash EA can be written as VEA sine 13.5 degree, yes, or we can write cos 90 minus 13.5 degree, that is we can write VEA is 0.325 omega, and in place of sine 13.5 we can write cos 76.5 degree. So velocity of E with respect to A along this F2 will become how much? 0.0758 omega. Yes. As we have done with this, in the same way we will go for velocity of F along F3 and velocity of point G along F4. So let's take now link 3. So we have a link 3 which is inclined at an angle of 10.3 degree with horizontal, and we have an external force F3 which is inclined at an angle of 68.3 degree with horizontal, and we have evaluated the velocity of F with respect to B which is perpendicular to BC. So CF and this green line is in 90 degree. Let me extend F3. This angle is how much? 68.3 from horizontal to line of action of F3, where this velocity we have to evaluate. So from the link it will be 68.3 minus 10.3, so it will be 58 degree. And with the link BC, this velocity angle is 90 degree. So with F3 and the velocity of F with respect to B is 90 minus 58, it is 32 degree. So velocity of point F with respect to B along the force F3 will be VF3 cos 32 degree. So velocity of F with respect to B along line of action of F3 is represented as F dash V dash FB, which is at an angle of 32 degree with the VFB, or we can say which is at an inclination of 68.3 degree from horizontal or 58 degree along the link BC. So we can write V dash FB equals to VFB cos 32 degree. So on solving we get equals to 0.124 omega. In the same way, for link 4 which is inclined at 79.6 degree with horizontal, we have force F4 at point G which is 373 mm from D and inclined at 42 degree. We have evaluated the force graphically, the velocity graphically at point G, which was perpendicular to link CD. Yes. Now this angle is how much? 10.4 degree. So from this line of action, that is from horizontal the angle is 10.4, whereas from horizontal the velocity is VGD, and we have to find the velocity along F4, which is inclined 42 degree. So so V dash GD will represent the velocity of point G with respect to D along F4. So this angle is 42 degree, that is the line of action of force F4, whereas this angle is 10.4 degree. So angle between F4 and the velocity vector of velocity G with respect to D will be 42 minus 10.4, that is 31.6 degree. So velocity of G with respect to D along F4 will be V dash GD. You can draw it using the scales and all the equipments, and you'll get the accurate answers. I'm just explaining you the concept. Just understand it, pause the video and try to do it yourself. You'll get certain variation in angles, and because this is manual approach and graphical too, but you'll get the concept clear. So velocity of point G with respect to D along F4, that is V dash GD, will be VGD cos, that is angle between this 31.6 degree. So VGD equals dash is equals to VGD cos 31.6 degree, which is 0.205 omega meter per second. So we got all the forces and all the velocities. Yes, just move back and recall all the video again, you'll get the process clear. So what we did in short, first we'll make the schematic diagram, then we'll find all the velocities then we'll find all the velocities along the force direction, and then we'll use principle of virtual work. So V dash EA is 0.0758 in direction of F2. V dash FB, that is velocity of F with respect to B in direction of F3 as 0.124 omega, but its direction is opposite to F3, so we'll take it negative. In the same way, V dash GD is equals to 0.205 omega, and it is also in direction of F4 but opposite to the direction of F4, so we can mark it as negative. So we can do it now also. So I have done here itself that velocity at F in the direction of F3 is minus 0.124, and velocity at G in direction of F4 as minus 0.205. So therefore, using principle of virtual work, T omega plus F2 into V dash EA plus F3 into V dash FB plus F4 into V dash GB equals to 0, and we have got the magnitudes of all, so it becomes T omega plus F2, that is 80 into 0.0758 omega. So putting the values of F2, F3, F4 and all the velocities, take omega common, so finally we get T equals to, solve it and we'll get T equals to 23.5 Newton meter counterclockwise, and this answer is same as we have got for the same problem using principle of virtual work. So this is the main application of principle of virtual work, that we don't have to draw the schematic diagram again and again. We can assume whole mechanism as a whole to get the torque on the input link directly. So hope you are clear. Make your doubts clear with for velocity diagrams and schematic diagrams and force and vector resolutions. Hope you are clear. So for more videos you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, that is Gagan Bansal. Or for any query you can directly mail me at gaganbansal12345@gmail.com or gaganbansal@geu.ac.in. Thank you so much.